What's up, people? How's it going? How's it going? Hope your day is going good. I know mine is. So I wonder how we're gonna how Florida. So I'm a Florida Gators fan. It's something I want to live. We are going. I think we're gonna hire maybe so. I think we might pick up a hire from the SEC. If it's not from the SEC, then I have no clue who we're gonna hire. I mean, because doing like coaching, like Scott Strickland, if he doesn't, pick a good coach and it, this coach doesn't pan out, then Scott Strickland's going to get fired. Because Scott Strickland, he was at Mississippi State with Dan Mullen. Probably the only reason why this Dan Mullen guy, well, not Dan Mullen, I know Dan Mullen is, but Dan Mullen, that's probably why he was in his top three. His top three was this Frost and can't remember the other guy's name, but if you pick up, I don't think we need any of the newer coaches. The newer coaches don't know the like concept of college football. They know what they like. They think they know everything and what they already what college football is all about. No, we need someone that has like literally national championship experience, and if we do something like that, then we will be great and all that. So we need someone who can, lead us to a national championship, which I know it won't happen immediately, but it will happen eventually if we, get a good coach. So, like USC, Lord, they might pick up someone. I think they might just pick up someone like Dave Aranda, which I think we'll just pick up Dave Aranda actually. But or Ed Orgeron. Ed Orgeron might be a good place for them because Ed Orgeron had led the team to a national championship. But he after he lost Dave Miranda, his defense just fell right off the face of the earth. Florida, uh, we need someone who can develop Anthony Richardson, like because right now we need an offensive coordinator. Like it depends on who we get. If we get someone who's an offensive mind, who's like we only got Dan Mullen because he was an offensive mind and he was an offensive coordinator for Florida in 2008 to 2008 national championship run. So that's the only reason why we got Dan Mullen, and that's the only reason why we didn't have an offensive coordinator. But if we get someone who like Dave Miranda, he is a defensive minded coach. And we still probably would get a defensive coordinator, but we might not. So if we got someone like Dave Aranda, we would have to get an offensive coordinator too. But our coaching staff is full. Like Greg Knox, he's a good offensive mind. He's a running back coach right now for Florida. He's our interim coach too. I've actually watched him coach before at the Florida State Gator game in 2017. We lost, but it's fine. I went to the Gator Alabama game. That was also it was a fun experience. We almost won, but it was so close. It came all down to the wire. We gave Alabama all they wanted. So did Arkansas too. Like I think one of the receivers had like 300 yards. That's crazy. It's never easy to get 300 yards in the game. Ever. The last time that's like the first time I've seen someone get 300 yards in a game in my whole life probably. Like because I really didn't start watching getting into college football until about 8 because like football was a thing that I had like I like to play, and then my dad said if you watch it, then you'll enjoy the concept of football, and then you'll be a better football player, which it did make me a better football player. I rushed for 1,000 yards in one of my seasons, but if like someone like Dan Mullen, he would be a really good fit at Virginia Tech, the Hokies, because like the Hokies just got this new coach last year, and he's already fired. not every coach is going to have a good season in their first year. If that's the case, then everyone's fired. So I don't want because Florida, if the coach doesn't come out and get 10 wins every season, then this coach is going to get fired. That's just the Florida expectations. That's just the way it's going to have to happen. Because at Florida, we have high expectations. Because you can't have 3 national championships and over 100 in every sport. Not like in every sport, over 100 in all across all sports, and 3 in football. So, and like over 200 SEC championships. We have high expectations at Florida. If you do not live up to those expectations, then you are fired. But it's not just our head coach; it's our staff. We need to get some new staff members. I'm not saying fire all the ones that have made mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. We're human. So, I think for our defensive coordinator, Vanderbilt's old head coach, even though he's the defensive coordinator at Auburn, I don't think he'll come, but I wish he would. He's a linebackers coach for Jacksonville. Let me check his name real quick. But he was a defensive coordinator for Florida with the 2008 national championship, and hold on. Jaguars. Charlie Strong. He was a defensive coordinator for Florida whenever we won that national championship. So and he would probably love to come back to his alma mater. So if we can, bring some of these people back, like we did for Dan Mullen, but Dan Mullen he was either a boom or bust. A lot of people thought he was going to win a national championship, but at Mississippi State, he liked to use diamond in the roughs, like people who were 3 stars and he wanted to make them 5 stars. You couldn't do that at Florida, because at Florida you can't make all these people 2 stars into 5 stars. He did it to Kyle Trask. He did it to Kyle Trask. Kyle Trask was a 2-star. Now Kyle Trask ended his career as a 4.5 star, which is it's pretty impressive because Florida, we need a player like Kyle Trask. Kyle Trask has gone through 2 coaches, and now he's a 2nd-round draft pick to Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So because if we don't get a good coach, then Anthony Richardson will probably transfer to play a place like UT maybe. I don't know, but it'd be sad to see him go, because he's a really good talent, and if he would help out the Florida Gators not defense, but offense, he's really explosive. He gave Emory Jones a run for his money for the starting job, but Emory Jones is probably going to finish the season as the starter for the Florida Gators. Alabama, they are not going to make the playoffs this year. They will probably they'll make the playoffs, but they will lose to Ohio State, the Cincinnati Bearcats, because Alabama has not been doing good against these teams like Florida and Arkansas, and Tennessee gave them a run for their money until about the 3rd quarter. So, yeah, Alabama is not going to be a national championship team that we know and we hate. So, Nick Saban, he's going to finish this 3-year extension that he just signed last year. I hope he's out. Alabama will still maybe be a good team, but not Nick Saban good. There will probably never be another coach like Nick Saban. As much as I hope there's not another coach like Nick Saban unless he comes to Florida. So, if Florida gets Dave Aranda, our team will be really good, because he put on the Baylor team. Last year he didn't have a good season. He had a subpar season. So, of course he won't do the greatest in his first year. He might win 8 games, but in his first year, that's pretty good. But as long as we're not the Florida that loses 6 games every year. Because we had Jim McElwain for 4 or 5 years, and he brought us to SEC championships. But Georgia was, terrible. That was a terrible Georgia team we played every year. And then when we got to Alabama, we always lost. We never beat Alabama with Jim McElwain. And I'm glad Jim McElwain is not even allowed back in Gainesville. If we run back Jim McElwain, Gainesville would be on fire right now. And crowd would boo him, but what we need, Florida fans, quit booing the crowd at the game. Listen to me right now. Quit booing the crowd at the game. Because that's how we lose recruits. Because this crowd is booing me. If I make a mistake, we're all human, people. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, honestly, we're human. We all make mistakes. Emory Jones threw an interception. The crowd started chanting AR-15 because AR-15 is Anthony Richardson, and he wears number 15. YouTube, don't take this down. But, yeah, like, we are human. Emory Jones is going to make mistakes. After Tim Tebow threw an interception, the crowd didn't boo him. Actually, after he made a mistake, he, literally put it so tough on him. Emory Jones, after this, if he doesn't, I think he'll probably get one more year. Not at Florida, though. He'll probably transfer. But, how can you, boo your own quarterback? It's that you're just not a good fan at that point. You don't boo people. It's if I got booed, bro, I would be so mad. At Alabama, they don't boo because they know Nick Saban is not going to let, if there's a mistake that happens, they know, Nick Saban's going to get them. Nick Saban will get them. He'll attack them. So, yeah. I'm going to end the stream here. I hope y'all have a good night.